Hey everyone, Mr. Bryan here from Quinn Street Project, bringing you week 10 of our drama time together. Time goes by fast, doesn't it? Today's word of the day is going to be rehearsal. Can you say that word, rehearsal? Good. Rehearsal, rehearsal, rehearsal. Let's get that in our heads. Rehearsal, all that means is practicing the play. And we're gonna play around, no pun intended, with doing that today. Last week we talked about tech and design, and I'm really curious to see if anyone sent any emails or worked on that in the time in between. So if you did do that and you didn't get a chance to send it, please do so. Email your teacher. We'll be able to take a look at them. I would love to showcase, share, or even just take a look at them. You worked hard on that, so I want to acknowledge that and all the good jobs, great jobs that you did. So thank you. So today, let's just get right to it. Drama is all about telling a story using the 3 tools of the actor. Number 1, body. Number 2, voice. Number 3, imagination. One more time. Number 1, body. 2, voice. 3, imagination. That's right. Drama is all about telling a story using those 3 tools. And again, we're going to talk about rehearsal. But before we do anything, before we warm up, moving around, I'm already ready to go. I want to check in with how we're feeling today. All right. Besides the fact that it's been hot lately, how are you? And nobody else, just you. How are you feeling today? So you know what to do. Show me when I say go, and not before, a statue of how you're feeling today. All right. So think of that one word. Let's just do that much. You have 5 seconds. Think of that one word. 4. Think of that one word. 3. Think of that one word. 2. Got that word? Decide on it. First thought, best thought. 1, and that's the word. All right. And I want to challenge you today. We are not going to say I don't know. If you really have to, you can. But I want you to think about how you're feeling today, because you know at this point. All right. Got that word? And now I want to see you make a statue with that one word. Ready, set. When I say go and not before, and bro. Got you. All right, ready? Show me a statue of how you're feeling today. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Good. Acknowledge that. Know how we're feeling today. Can you make that even bigger, even clearer? Make your face bigger. Imagine you're in a big theater and got to get to that back row. Make sure everyone can tell how you're feeling today. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. All right? Can you make it bigger? Can you make your smile? Can you make your frown? Can you make your eyes? Whatever it is, make it clear. All right, enough of that. And slowly bring the hands, body back to actor neutral. Hands are at our side. Feet are shoulder width apart. And let's clap our hands together, rub our hands together. When I say open up, we're gonna form that ball of energy. Ready, set, open it up, and good. And remember, your ball of energy, just listen to the sound of my voice, focus on your own ball of energy. Your ball of energy is gonna be different than mine, all right? Because you'll feel how much energy you are bringing with you to class, all right? Mine is about this big. Yours might be a bigger one, yours might be small, yours might be tiny. Whatever it is your energy. So let's take that energy and put it where we need it. Now we checked in with how we're feeling today, so we know. So put that energy where we need it. If we could just put it all over, that's fine. But if we're feeling maybe a little tired, maybe put it where you need it the most. Maybe if our voice is tired, put some of that energy in there. And big deep breath in, big deep breath out. And let's do this. Make sure you have water before I forget. Make sure you have enough space to move around, just so you can stretch out your arms like this, and maybe a little bit more. And feet are planted in the ground, all right? This is our space. This is our very important space. So let's do this together and reach up for the sky as high as you can. All right, reach, and drop this hand, but nothing else. Good. Now keep reaching, drop this hand, but nothing else. And keep reaching, top of your head, feet are still planted in the ground, stretching. Wave your hands this way, wave them in the air like you just don't care, and give me a yay! Good, and freeze, and drop this arm at the elbow. Keep reaching over here. Wrist is still dropped, elbow still pointing up. Top of your head, keep reaching and drop this arm at the elbow. And stretch your wings up high. Stretch your wings down low. Stretch your wings to the side. And I'm gonna step forward a little bit here just so you can see me. And slowly up and down, and faster, and faster, and faster, and slower, and slower, on, down, up, and faster, faster, and stop. Drop this arm at the shoulder. Drop this arm at the shoulder. And now for 5 seconds, give me your penguin dance. When I say go, ready, set, 5 seconds, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Drop this shoulder. Good. And look at me right now and bow politely and say, good day, neighbor. Now lean back and say, what's up? Keep that shoulder up. Say, what's up? One more time. Good. Now drop this shoulder. Shake that off, shake that off, shake that off. Take a big deep breath in. Raise those shoulders up. Big deep breath out. Big deep breath in. Raise those shoulders up and make a fist. Squeeze your fist as you do it. Hold it. Big deep breath out. Very good. Now what I want you to do, reach behind you and pull out your imaginary crayon. So it's pointing at the ceiling. And I want you to look at that crayon and I want you to say, hello, crayon. And put it on your head. So it's pointing at the ceiling. Tie it, lock it in, do whatever you need to do to make sure it's nice and secure. And remember, feet are planted into the ground, like you're rooted into the ground now, because we're gonna slowly draw a circle on the ceiling. I will not tell your parents, I promise, probably. And let's do 2 more circles slowly. This is not about speed right now. We're warming up, we don't wanna hurt ourselves. I'm gonna do 1 more, just because I lost track of the count. And good, other way. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Good. And now untie, unlock that crayon, and take it off your head. Look at it and say goodbye, crayon, and throw it behind you. Excellent. Let me move this here. All right. And now what I want you to do, reach behind you and pull out your box of string. Set it down in front of you. Open it up. And I want you to take out a piece, and I want you to lick it, and put it on your cheek. Take out another piece, lick it, put it on your other cheek. Take out another piece, lick it, put it on your chinny chin. Take out another piece, lick it, put it on your forehead. Excellent. And that box is right there. So what I want us to do, grab those pieces of string and pull it a few different directions, okay? Just to make sure it's nice and secure. All right, let's pull it all together. Down. Pull it this way. That way. Up. Down. In a circle. And this way as fast as you can. Ready? This way. Go. Stop. Other way, slowly. And this way, in a circle as fast as you can. Go. Stop. Good. And where's that box? Open that box up. Take out your magic scissors. Cut that string. Oh man, cutting that magic string. And, scissors back in the box. Make sure you have all those pieces of string. You put it together. The magic string is all of a sudden back together. Put it in the box. Close that box and say, goodbye, box. And throw it behind you. Excellent. Now what I want you to do, stick out your tongue, open your eyes real big, and put up your paws, and show me your lion face. Lion face, Oh, can you get even bigger than that? Lion face, and show me your lemon face, as small as you can. Can you get even smaller? Smaller all the way down to the ground? Because I'm not gonna be able to be seen, but I want you to try. As small as you can. Scrunch up your face, scrunch up your hands, scrunch up your body, and lion face. Lemon face. Lion face. Lemon face. And give me your superhero pose. Tra-la-la. Hands on our hip, chest out, standing tall, chin up. One more time. Superhero pose. Tra-la-la. And now, give me a smile. Give me an evil smile. And put your fingers together, hunch over, and give me a hee-hee-hee. Give me your evil villain pose. Hee-hee-hee. Superhero pose. Tra-la-la. Evil villain pose. Hee-hee-hee. Lion face. Ha. Lemon face. Superhero pose. Tra-la-la. Evil villain pose. And shake that off, shake that off, shake that off. And right now I want us to rotate our shoulders backwards. Rotate our shoulders backwards. Slowly rotate our shoulders backwards. Let's get our arms involved. Very good. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And rotate your shoulders forward. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And let's get our arms involved. Let's do 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Excellent. Shake that off, shake that off, shake that off. Doing great, doing great. And now, let's warm up our voices just a little bit. I'm not speaking too clearly today, so reach behind you one more time and pull out a piece of drama gum. Put it in your mouth and chew. Chew up and down as much as high and as low as you can, keeping that mouth closed. Chew up, chew down, chew up and down, down, up, down, and in a circle. Other way. And take out that gum and throw it behind you. Excellent. Put your hands on your knees and make a circle and go zoom. And hands on our hips. Repeat after me. Whoa! Good. Put your hands on your belly and repeat after me. Mamma mia, that's a big pizza. Good. And in Spanish, dime. Repeat after me. Mamma mia, es un grande pizza. Good. And show me your chicken wings. And imagine that air is lifting those wings. So give me a sha. Oh, you can do better than that. Give me a sha, sha, sha. Good. And tap this shoulder. Tap this shoulder. This sound is traveling up from our chest. So give me a ha. Give me a ha. Give me a ha, ha, ha. Give me a ha, 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 ha. All right, now the sound is up here, the base of our neck. So I want us to make sure our chin is up, like we're royalty. And I want you to give me a daw. We've done this before, so give me a daw. Good, and now give me a darling, you look marvelous. Thank you, thank you. And up here, fingers on our cheeks. Feel that sound floating off the roof of our mouth. It's light, it's like a wave. And I want you to give me a pay. Give me a pay. Give me a pay me some money. And up here, shooting off the top of our head, remember, we are not scratching our voice. If we get that high where we're scratching our voice, we don't want to do that. So just go right before that because we don't want to scratch our voice. And give me a, like the sound is shooting off the top of our head. Give me a kick. It's as high as we can go without scratching. One more time. Kick. And shooting off the top of our head. So give me a bounce with that. Give me a kick. Good. Give me a pay. Down here, different sound. Daw. Down here, different sound. Ha ha ha. Now you. Chicken wings. Give me a sha sha sha. Now, down here, let's do in Spanish first. Mamma mia, es un grande pizza. Now in English. Mamma mia, that's a big pizza. Hands on our hips. Give me a whoa. And hands on our knees. Give me a zoom. Good. And you know what? Just for fun, let's keep the warm-up going. And I want us to do when I say cowardly lion, give me a put 'em up, put 'em up. Cowardly lion, put 'em up, put 'em up. And do as I do. I am the great and powerful Oz. That sound is coming from our chest. So when I say Wizard of Oz with our chest voice, do as I do. I am the great and powerful Oz. Wizard of Oz. I am the great and powerful Oz. And now, that sound up here with our nasal. When I say Wicked Witch, you're gonna say, I'll get you, my pretty. Wicked Witch, I'll get you, my pretty. And up here, floating down, and give me when I say Good Witch, we're gonna say, I am the Good Witch. Good Witch, I am the Good Witch. Cowardly Lion, put 'em up, put 'em up. Wizard of Oz, I am the great and powerful Oz. Wicked Witch, I'll get you, my pretty. Good Witch, I am the Good Witch. Very nice. Round of applause, round of applause. And repeat after me. Toy boat. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. 5 times. Go. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Very good. Nice, nicely done, nicely done. All right, shake that off, shake that off. And before we move on, get some water, and then we'll move on to the next part. Our next activity is going to be a very, very serious activity. Just kidding. It is called Jumping Jelly Beans, and it is a new-ish kind of warm-up that I would like to try with you today. And it actually includes a lot of the things that we've talked about in previous weeks. So let's try it out, all right? How it works is, Jumping Jelly Beans is the name, and every time, rewind, I'm going to give you a list of some different kinds of beans. We're going to talk about a stretch bean, a string bean, a frozen bean, a jelly bean, a French bean, and a jumping bean. 6 beans in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And let's start out like this, all right? The first bean is called a stretch bean. And when I say stretch bean, go, you are going to form a statue of a stretch bean. And the stretch bean, I'm gonna put this down. Statue looks like this. You stretch out your arms and your legs as far sideways as you can. You're gonna have 3 seconds, so just count it in your head, all right? To stretch it out as far as you can and freeze in that 3 seconds. And when I say stretch beans move, make sure you have enough space. I should say that again and again because you're gonna move around the space. Don't go too far. Stay in like a 6x6 square here. Stay in this little area. Stretch beans, stop, and then we'll just do that for the next beans, all right? The next bean is called a string bean. When I say string beans go, you're going to stretch up as high as you can, as tall as you can, and form a string bean. String beans go, high as you can without dropping your laptop, and freeze, all right? And string beans move around the space as a string bean. All right, and string bean stop. And the next bean is called frozen bean. You must become a bean that is shivering. You thought you were just gonna say frozen, right? So frozen bean is gonna look like this. You can shiver, you can chatter your teeth, but you definitely are cold. I need you to shiver, 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 and freeze, like you're cold. And when I say frozen beans move, you're gonna move around like you're really cold, rubbing your arms, and just chatter your teeth. And frozen beans stop. When I say jelly beans, you're gonna lean back and you're just gonna wobble and freeze. And when I say jelly beans move, you're gonna wobble all around the space, lean back and wobble, wobble, wobble around the space. And jelly bean stop. And when I say French bean, I want you to stick up your chin, and I want you to stay like that with your chin up, and hands behind your back, like you're standing tall, like you're fancy. And when I say French beans move, you are going to say, ooh la la, as you move around the space with your chin up and your hands behind your back. French beans move, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. And French beans stop, because I'm gonna start smiling too much. And last but not least, when I say jumping bean, you guessed it right. That's the reason why, especially, I need you to be paying attention and in control and have enough space to move around. Jumping beans, yes, you are going to be jumping around. So when I say jumping beans, you're going to get ready. You're going to get low for your frozen position. So jumping beans go, like you're going to get low, like you're going to jump really high. So your knees are bent and like you're going to jump really high, but you're down low. And when I say jumping beans move, you're going to hop around the entire space. Low, high, low, high, low, high. The entire space of your that you have. And jumping beans stop because I'm out of breath. All right. Ready? So one more time. Stretch beans. Stretch. Move around the space. When I say stretch beans move. String beans tall. String beans move. String beans stop. Frozen bean. Frozen freeze. And frozen bean move. And frozen bean stop. Jelly bean go. Jelly bean move. Wobble wobble, wobble wobble. And you can say wobble wobble if you really want. And jelly bean stop. French bean go. Chin up, hands behind our back, like your fancy, elegant royalty. Chin up. French bean move. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. And throw in that French accent as best you can. If not, just say ooh la la. And French bean stop. And last but not least, jumping bean go. And get ready. Jumping beans move. Jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around. And jumping beans stop. All right. Now, your turn. I'm out of breath here. I need some water. Staying hydrated. I guess that's my water. All right. And remember, go. Wait for the go so you know if it's frozen, or wait for the move if you know if you're supposed to move. All right, remember, go is your frozen picture, move, moves around. Try your best to focus on the bean that you're supposed to be. I never thought I'd say that. All right, and stretch beans, go. Stretch beans, move. And stretch beans, stop. Stretch beans, go. Oh, that's frozen. Stretch beans, move. Stretch beans, go. Frozen. Stretch beans, move. And string bean, go. Tall, nice and tall as you can. String beans, move. String beans, go. That means frozen. String beans, move. And string beans, go. That means you're frozen. And next we have frozen bean, go. Frozen bean, move. And frozen bean, go. That means freeze. And frozen bean, move. And jelly bean, go. Jelly bean, move. Wobble, 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 wobble. And French bean, go. Stand tall, chin up. French bean, move. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. And jumping bean, go. Get ready. Jumping bean, jump. And I'm out of breath, but I want everyone else to jump, jump. I'll do my best I can. And excellent. High five. Boom. All right. For the last part of our class, we're going to be doing a lot of this later, not too far later, but what I want us to do now is do as I do. Excellent. Take a quick 2-minute water break, and then we'll continue on to the next part. All right. Now for the next part of our class, we are actually going to go through the play and just practice some movements. And the nice part about having this recorded is you'll be able to actually go back and follow along with the directions that we've already done. And pretty soon, you'll be able to do it without me having to tell you anything. So if you would like to, you can. That is an option. If you would just like to follow along today, that's fine too. No matter what, you will have a script. Let me grab that here. In your email with all the directions. All it is the story. And in orange, there's going to be some directions. Anytime there's something in orange, it tells you what to do. For today, I'm going to be telling you those parts as well. And when we actually get a chance to go through it, I'll be here to help you out. So you're never going to be alone. One thing I want to say is if you want to use your script, you can. You don't have to memorize anything ever, okay? Not in this class. And then the other thing too that I wanted to say was, if you're not sure what to do, I'm going to be here to help guide you, all right? Now, our story, as much as we can, we're going to be playing the parts of students in the story, all right? We are the storytellers, and you're playing the students. If you're not sure what to do, at all times, pretend you are at your desk with your chin up and your eyes forward and your hands together on your desk. One thing that I do want you to remember, try your best to remember, I should say. See this here? This is our frame. If you are doing something in the frame, you want to make sure it's seen, all right? So your hands are always crossed if you're students. If you're not sure what to do, you're sitting as students, chin up. If your hands are moving, right now my hands are moving, but you can't see it. But if your hands are moving up here, in frame, out of frame, in frame, out of frame. All right, just remember that. You'll get used to it. And you can see right now if you are in frame or not. All right, we want to see you. If you're storytellers, we want to see you. All right, that's it. All right, let's give this a try. I'm gonna put this paper down. So, show me right now, starting off sitting as students, hands at your desk. So I want to make sure that's clear. We want to see that. So let me put this down here. So sitting as students, as if there's a desk right here. And listen, and I will help you out. This is the story of Grace for President. All right, everyone starts sitting as students, hands at your desk, chins up, big smiles, facing forward, listening, always. And you're gonna keep that going until I say otherwise, okay? And if you're not sure what to do, sit as students, all right? All right, let's start again. Grace for President. Everyone starts as students, sitting at your desk, chins up, big smiles, facing forward. One Monday morning in September, Mrs. Barrington rolled out a big poster with all of the president's pictures on it. And remember, stay at your desk until I say otherwise. Grace Campbell could not believe her eyes. Where are the girls? Everyone, shrug your shoulders. And go back to sitting as students at your desk, listening. That is a very good question, said Mrs. Barrington. The truth is our country has never had a woman president. No girl president? Grace asked. No, I'm afraid not. Everyone cross your arms, hands together. Oh, cross your arms and show me your mad faces. And keep those mad faces. Grace sat at her desk and stewed. No girls? Who'd ever heard of such a crazy thing? Finally, she raised her hand. Everyone raise one hand and hold that hand up in the air like you really want attention. Keep that up. Yes, Grace. Everyone, put your hand down and go back to sitting as students. I've been thinking it over, and I'd like to be president. Several students in the class laughed. I want everyone to laugh 3 times. Give me a ha ha ha. And go back to sitting as students. Well, I think that's a star-spangled idea, Grace. In fact, we can have our own election right here at Woodrow Wilson Elementary. The snickering in the room stopped. Grace smiled. Everyone, can you show me your biggest smile? Show me your smile ear to ear. And hold that smile like you're so proud. Show me teeth. And go back to sitting as students. Would anyone else like to run for president? Mrs. Barrington asked the class. Nobody raised their hand. Becoming president was going to be easy, Grace thought. We're still sitting as students. The next day, Mrs. Barrington made an announcement. In the name of democracy, I've invited Mr. Waller's class to join our election. Their class has nominated Thomas Cobb to be their presidential candidate. Grace's heart sank. Everyone show me a gasp and freeze that face. Freeze. Stay frozen. Thomas was the school spelling bee champion. His experiments always took a blue ribbon at the science fair, and he was captain of the soccer team. Becoming president wasn't going to be so easy after all, Grace thought. All right, everyone go back to sitting as students. You can let go of that frozen face. You're listening. The teachers put the names of all 50 states and the District of Columbia into a hat. Everyone except for Thomas and Grace got to choose a state. I'm Texas, said Anthony. I'm New Hampshire. I'm Michigan. What does the number 16 mean? Each state is assigned a number of electoral votes. Remember, you're still listening as students. That number is determined by how many people live in that state, said Mrs. Barrington. Each of you will be a representative for your state. Altogether, our country has 538 electoral votes. On election day, the candidate who receives 270 electoral votes or more wins the election. Why 270? Asked Rose. That's more than half of all the electoral votes, Mr. Waller said. Becoming president really wasn't going to be so easy, Grace thought. So Grace came up with this campaign slogan, "Make history, vote Grace Campbell for president." And everyone, I want you to repeat. So repeat after me. Make history. Vote Grace Campbell for president. Now let's try that one more time. Make history. Vote Grace Campbell for president. Good. Thomas came up with his own campaign slogan. Vote Thomas Cobb, the best man for the job. And everyone repeat. Vote Thomas Cobb. Grace listened to what issues were important to the students. Now remember, we're listening as students. At any time we're not sure, we're listening as students. Grace listened to what issues were important to the students, and she made a list of campaign promises. A peaceful school. No bullies. Can everyone say no bullies? A cleaner school. No littering. Can everyone say no littering? Better hot lunches. No more fish stick tacos. Everyone say no more fish stick tacos. Thomas made up his own list of promises. Free tutoring, free soccer lessons, fish stick tacos every week. I want everyone to say, hooray! Grace made campaign posters and buttons. Thomas made posters and buttons too. Now everyone, I need you to start making posters and buttons. Use your imagination and make those posters, make those buttons in place. Use your imagination. Keep going until I say otherwise. Each week, the teachers set time aside for the candidates to meet with their constituents. Polls were taken. Voters were making their choices. And everyone, right now I want you to go back to sitting as students because we're about to listen to our candidates. And really listen like you're listening to Grace and Thomas give speeches. And show me how you feel with your faces when you hear what they have to say. Grace continued to campaign. At recess, she gave speeches. During lunch, she handed out cupcakes. After school, she held rallies. Meanwhile, Thomas wasn't worried. He had cleverly calculated that the boys held slightly more electoral votes than the girls. At recess, Thomas studied his spelling words. During lunch, he worked on his latest science experiment. After school, he played soccer. Show me with your faces how you feel about that. You're still listening. Even before the election, Grace made good on her promises. She joined the safety squad. She organized the school beautification committee. How do you feel about that? And she volunteered her time at the school cafeteria. In early November, Woodrow Wilson Elementary held a special election day assembly. Grace and Thomas took their places on stage as the school band began to play. I want everyone to play an instrument for 5 seconds and then stop. Go. Stop. Everyone sits as students and listen. to Thomas and listen to the election and listen to Grace. Show me how you feel while you listen, all right? Show me with your faces, really show me. Henry was the first representative to approach the microphone. The Yellowhammer state of Alabama cast its 9 electoral votes for Thomas Cobb. Fletcher said the last frontier state of Alaska cast its 3 electoral votes for the best man for the job, Thomas Cobb. Hannah called out the Grand Canyon state of Arizona cast its 11 electoral votes for Grace Campbell. And so it went. State after state after state cast their electoral votes. The scoreboard in the gymnasium kept track of the totals. The voting demonstration was quickly coming to an end. Clara approached the podium. The Badger state of Wisconsin cast its 10 electoral votes for her best friend, Grace Campbell. Thomas grinned. Can everyone show me a big smile? Grace felt sick. Everyone grab your stomach like you're feeling sick. Remember, we want to see it. Sam walked up to the microphone. Everyone, I want you to sit and listen. Everyone looked at Thomas. Oh, he looked at Thomas. Everyone look left. Oh, I'm sorry, look left. Your left. He looked at Grace. Everyone look right. Your right. He looked down at Grace's handmade flag. I want you to look down like there's a handmade flag in front of you. And I want you to hold it up so we can see it. Imagine it's there and we will believe it. Sam didn't say a word. Keep looking at that. What are you waiting for? Thomas whispered. The band stopped playing. I want everyone to lean forward. Like you're so captivated, you really need to know what's going to happen. Lean forward and listen. All eyes were on Wyoming. Finally, Sam cleared his throat. Everyone clear your throat. The equality state of Wyoming cast its 3 electoral votes for Grace Campbell. Everyone say, hooray! Hooray! The gymnasium erupted in loud cheers. Mrs. Barrington approached the podium with 270 electoral votes. The winner is Grace Campbell. Thomas looked stunned. Everyone show me your surprised face. Drop your jaw. Grace hugged Sam. Why'd you do it? And I want you to keep that surprised face right now. Why'd you do it? Sam handed Grace his flag. Because I thought you were the best person for the job. The following week, students in Mrs. Barrington's class were preparing for their career day presentation. I want everyone to sit as students, chin up, eyes forward. Grace volunteered to go first. She stood at the front of the room and glanced at the poster still hanging on the wall. My name is Grace Campbell, and when I grow up, I'm going to be President of the United States. This time, everyone believed that she would. And I want everyone to say, hip hip hooray. And I want everyone to say, the end. And everyone take a bow. And take a modified bow to stay in frame. And give yourselves a round of applause. Excellent. Before we finish, you're going to take a water break. But this is your Zoom online practice rehearsal play. So if at any point you would like to go back, you will have the script and instructions attached with this lesson, and you'll also be able to practice and rewind with exactly what we did. And if you're not feeling it, you can also just follow along and listen. All right? No pressure. All right. Check back in a minute. All right, everyone. That is it for today's drama lesson. We talked about rehearsal, which is all about practicing the play, all about getting the play really solid and make sure we know where to go, and making sure that we are communicating that not only to the audience, but to each other. So that means if we're going to do this, we practice it, we rehearse it, and we try our best to have fun and tell the story for other people so they enjoy it as well. All right. So if you're having fun, they're going to be having fun too. All right. If you would like to, please take a look at this lesson, rewind it, look at the script, maybe get a parent or friend or another classmate and just practice what we've just done in this lesson. All right. One thing that we can take with us that I would just going to throw out there, anytime we practice something, we just get better at it. So Even if you don't do it today, maybe tomorrow or the next day or the next day, maybe give yourself a chance to really practice this more than once. Because just like anything in life, the more you do it, the better you do get at it. All right? So practice, practice, practice. Don't overdo it. Have fun. And that's it. I will see you next time. All right? Hands in the middle. Say drama class on 3. 1, 2, 3. Drama class. I will see you next time. All right? Stay safe.